Hi guys, it's Sweetie Pie and welcome back to my channel. Today I am feeling a little under the weather. I've had a head cold for a couple days now, so I'm probably not going to be filming a whole crap ton this weekend because my head is like, brain hurts. Head colds suck. And because I am a house painter, everybody likes to come back sick because they cannot take time off work, just like me. So if you do hear some nasaliness, some weirdness in my voice, that's why. So yeah, guys, today we are going to review something exciting that I kind of missed the buck on this a little bit. It isn't available at Sephora anymore, but I did find it at Ulta still, and it is the Drawn In Decked Out Shadow and Highlight Palette Set. You get 2 full-sized cover shot palettes and a mini of their Casey Holmes Spotlight palette, I think it is. I have notes here, guys, notes. Yes, I'm pretty sure that it is the Soft Highlighting Palette by Casey Holmes. Yeah, and I'm going to show you guys swatches. And if you guys would like to see how these shadows perform, I did do a get ready with me, which I think will be coming out after this video. So yeah, I will link it up here, or I will link it down below after it comes out. I did this look I did today using a glitter palette that I just got and the Ablaze palette. So yeah, guys, if you guys would like to see what is in this little kit here, and I'm going to do swatches and just a little bit of information on the kit and whatnot, and how you can buy these things separately, yeah, stay tuned. Do not forget to subscribe, guys. I am working so hard on some videos. I am going to do 10 days of Christmas this year, which is 10 videos in a row. I actually don't get off work till the 23rd of December, so Vlogmas is kind of like out of the question for me, but I did want to do 10 videos for you guys. I know your holidays are pretty, like, you know, like they're pretty further into the Christmas holidays, so hopefully you guys will get some time to watch these videos. Alright, so let's get into this, and yeah, do not forget to like this video as well. That always helps me out so that the whole world can see more of Sweetie Pie, and yeah, let's just get into this review. Alright guys, I hope I don't look too white today. I feel like I do on the viewfinder, but a lot of the time when I think I look white, I actually don't in, like, you know, the actual footage. So yeah, I'm probably just freaking out. But yes, so this is the Smashbox Drawn In Decked Out Highlighting and Eyeshadow Palette. It comes in this cute little, like, metallic-y box, which is empty right now because they're right in front of me. And it comes with 2 of their cover shot palettes. One, which is the one in cover shot, the Sultry Eyes. I could not find this on Sephora. There are supposed to be 7 of these cover shot palettes, and this one was missing out of the 7 in the listing. So I'm not quite sure about that, but I did find it on Ulta, and most of you guys are from the US, so you guys can totally get these at Ulta, and you can also get this set still at Ulta. Mine was 48 Canadian dollars. The regular Ablaze palettes, which are these, they just have different packaging on them. They are $35 a piece. It also comes with a mini of the Soft Highlighting by Casey Holmes palette, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but yes, it comes like this. It has Turn It On Pearl, Crack It Up Pearl, and Blow a Fuse Pearl inside here, and I'm going to swatch those and talk about those with you guys. Yes, again, I could not find this at Sephora, but I definitely did see the link for Ulta, so I will try to link this in the description box below. The only one that I could find for Sephora that was close to the Sultry palette was the matte palette they had. I'll just put a picture of it right here. Although it does not have any of the shimmery shadows, it does have some purples and some gray tones similar to this palette. But you should be able to find this palette somewhere. On Ulta, I'm almost positive they have all 7 of the palettes, so you may want to go check out Ulta if you want one of these palettes. So yeah, guys, I'm going to start with the least liked palette in the collection of these 3, and it is the Sultry palette. Every time I use this palette, which I will put a couple looks up here. So yeah, every time I used this palette, I just felt like it just looked muddy and gross every time. It's not that I didn't create some pretty looks with it, it's just the gray tones, I'm just not sure, maybe they're just not for me, I'm not sure. They seem pretty pigmented, but it's just, and they're soft too. I just feel like the quality of them is not that good. You know, they're just meh. They're just meh. The darker shades are a little bit crusty. This black one here isn't too bad. It's pretty soft, but the one that got, like, the one that drew me in the most, gosh, learn how to speak, Melissa, is, what would this one be called? Black Currant. And it's a little bit dry, and it blended okay, but I wouldn't be able to put this all over my lid because it would just be a patchy mess. The 2 things that I loved about this palette are this top highlighting shade and this top, what would you call it, like an all-over lid shade. These ones are really nice, but on the other end, this one does not have to be pigmented because I'm sweeping it all over the eye. And then this one was super, super shimmery, but if you were looking for like an all-over lid, I don't know, like I guess you could. You can't see that, but I guess you could use it. But I really was not super happy with this palette. It wasn't much for me. And yeah, so let's just go into the swatches real quick of this palette so that you guys can get a look at it. I think I'll do brush swatches as well so that you guys can kind of get a grip on like how kind of unpigmented these are. But yeah, let's go into the swatches. The Sultry palette, the, like, oh my gosh, the designs on here, do you see that? It winks. That is so cool. It's actually focusing on this rather than my head because it's winking. But the designs on these are so, so cool. Alright, so the next one that I want to talk about was my favorite one out of the 3 palettes, and it is the Ablaze palette. And again, it is got that cute little thing on there where it winks at you. Oh, this one up here moves as well. Right there. You see that? But yes, the design of these is really cute. They're easy to open. They have a pretty large mirror in here, and they definitely give you enough shadows to do a look. Even in the Sultry palette, there is definitely enough shadows in here to do a full look, no problem at all. But the Ablaze palette, I just found that these shadows were much more buttery. They were much more pigmented. I'm just going to swatch, and they were just, yeah, they're just so much more pigmented and buttery. Like, the pigment there is a lot better than the Sultry palette. So yeah, guys, let's go into swatches of these. Again, they give you some really pretty colors here. This color right here, which is Siesta, is really pretty. It is like a rose gold. And I really don't have any complaints with any of the shadows in this palette. They're really pretty. They're pigmented. They, you can totally do a whole look in here if you wanted to. I did my look today with this palette and the OTZ Cosmetics glitter palette, and it turned out really beautiful. I have no complaints. So yeah, let's go into the swatches of this palette, and then we will go The Ablaze palette trumps the Sultry palette for me, hands down. I think I will still use this palette because although it is a little crunchy, this color, what was it again? Black Currant. This one right here is so pretty. I love it. I wish they had thrown in like some more purpley tones rather than so many gray tones, but it is what it is. It is this palette. I may actually end up getting a Z palette and just popping the shades out. I haven't decided yet, but anyway, let's go on to the highlighting palette. So, the highlighting palette is the pink palette out of the bunch, and it looks like that. Like, they all move. They're so pretty. And everything moves. Alright, so the ones you get in here is Turn It On Pearl, Crack It Up Pearl, and Blow a Fuse Pearl. So this one is this one is Blow a Fuse. No, let's see here. So, if you're looking at it here, this one is here. Yes, so this one here is Turn It Up Pearl. This one here is, this one here is Turn It Up Pearl. This one here is Crank It Up Pearl. And this one here is Blow a Fuse Pearl. And I should be holding this closer. Now, the only gripe I have about these is that this one right here, Blow a Fuse Pearl, is infused with glitter. And I don't really like glitter in my highlights. It's just not me. So today I'm just going to take Crank It Up Pearl and see if I can amp up the highlight because I pretty much don't have any anymore. See? And just for shits and giggles, we're going to take Turn It On Pearl. Is it Turn It On? Yes. Turn It On Pearl, which is this yellowy shade. And I'll just show you that. Another thing is they're pretty damn powdery as well, which really doesn't, which really doesn't bother me that much, but wow. So that was a lot, in all honesty, but you can see that yellow one really packs a punch. Like, you can see it all the way back here. But yeah, so this one is Turn It Up Pearl, and this one in the middle is Crank It Up Pearl. It just goes more with my skin tone. Turn It Up Pearl is more of a yellowy tone. But yeah, so guys, I'm going to swatch these for you guys, and then I'll just do a final thought on this box set and tell you if I really thought it was worth it, and if I think you guys should pick it up from Ulta. The swatches of all of the palettes, all three of them. These are so adorable. Honestly, I wish they had thrown something other than the Sultry palette in here. Like the matte palette I would have liked better, I think, because I really don't have a whole ton of matte shadows that are purple, but this is okay. I'm not super happy with it, honestly. Probably won't reach for it a whole ton, but I will use it. I don't buy things, and I would never return this because I love the Ablaze palette so much, and the entire kit was $48 Canadian, and the Ablaze palette itself is $35, so honestly, it was a great deal, and for some of the shadows in here, I do actually like them. Also, I wish they had color coordinated a little bit better, like even if they had put the pink on the Ablaze palette instead of the blue. Sometimes when I'm looking through to find which one I want to use, because usually I store them all kind of together, or at least I have for the last couple weeks while I was reviewing them and trying to like figure out what I liked about them, I just had a hard time remembering. But it was super easy to remember the Sultry palette because it's in purple packaging. So I think that that was kind of a weird thing. You know, you figure they would either have made this red or they would have just switched it and made this one pink so that you could remember, oh yeah, pink is, you know, for the Ablaze palette because it is an orange-based palette. But they didn't, so it is what it is. Everything else, I'm trying to think of anything else. As I said before, the Spotlight palette, I do not particularly like Blow a Fuse, which is this one, because it is infused with glitter. It's pretty and everything. It's just, you know, when you get infused with glitter, especially if I'm going through like an acne flare out, like here you can see my texture, and with glitter it just makes it 10 times worse. But in all, I will use it from time to time as long as my skin is doing well. And you can buff the glitter out if you're that type of person, if you don't mind buffing out your foundation or buffing out your highlighter, you can do it. I do find that sometimes when I do that though, it takes away some of the powder and some of the concealer that I have there. So it's up to you. I think that this is definitely worth it. There were stickers included as well, which I literally just hung the entire sticker sheet on my box wall. I'll probably use them at some point. I think it's cute that they have like the little to and froms. So technically you could break these up and give them to 3 different people. I don't really know. I think that you could totally do that because like if you have coworkers and stuff like that that aren't even really expecting a present, this would be a pretty cool present. So you could definitely do that. And then they have like just the eyes and all that kind of stuff. The one that I like the most is obviously the Smashbox label, which I've got to find out. I'll put it on my cell phone or something. I don't know. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. All in all, I think that this is a good deal for your buck, and who knows, you might actually absolutely love the Sultry palette. I don't know, some of the colors just seemed muddy on me. If you like gray tone shadows, you will love this palette because they're really not bad. They do need a little bit of building. Picked up the wrong palette. They do need a little bit of building, and the shimmers in here aren't amazing. I do like this shimmer, but it's not like, oh my god, shimmer. And then the other 2 shimmers in here are, you know, they're okay. One is a really dark purple, and one is a taupe color. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel. Click that button. Make it the color of my lips, the color of my hair, the color of my eyes. I'm really into red lately. I don't know what I'm going to do after I dye my hair a different color and then I do not have the subscribe button line. But yeah, guys, make sure you like this video as well if you enjoyed it. Only if you enjoyed it. I don't want anybody liking my videos if they didn't actually like it. And yeah, I love you guys so, so much. Mwah, Sweetie Pie out, and have a really wonderful December, like around the 5th. I love you guys. Bye.